What's good, people? We got huge news to talk about. One on the football side, but two on a personal note. Football side, I think we re-signed a player from last season that I think is going to help us. Has really a lot of potential to help us find success in the 2024 season. So we are going to talk about that. But on a personal side, I started this channel just back in October, and I did it just because I love the Raiders. I love football. I want to jump on and just kind of talk to you guys about it, get your feedback. I've coached this game for a lot of years, I've played it for a lot of years, but I love engaging with the Raider fan base, and you guys have been amazing for me, thus far in this short journey that I've kind of embarked upon again just in back in October. And so I've done a couple giveaways, and as promised, I told you I was gonna do another giveaway when I hit 2,500 subscribers, and I just did. So we're gonna launch that giveaway. So this is how we're gonna do it. One, you have to be a subscriber. But number two, in order to qualify for this giveaway, in the comments down below, and again, I've done this two other times, and this is the easiest way, the most successful way I can, or that I know of so far, to really get the giveaway to you guys out there. But like this video, in the comment section down below, let me know who your favorite Raider player of all time is. Type the word giveaway, and what I will do is I will respond. I'm going to give it 3 days. So I'm going to be releasing this video Saturday morning. All right. Tuesday morning, I will reply to your comment if you are the chosen winner. I'm going to randomly choose the winner in the giveaway. Now, again, remember, be a subscriber, like this video, type giveaway in the comment section, and tell me who your favorite Raider player is, and I will reply to your comment Tuesday morning if you are the winner. And in that comment, I will let you know, I will give you the instructions on how to redeem your giveaway. And so make sure you hit that notification button as well, because you will know when I drop other videos. Because in all my future videos, I am going to continue to release who that winner is, so I can reach out to you, so I can find you and get you your giveaway. So this is my way of just saying thank you, just showing my appreciation for all the support and everything you guys have shown me again in this very short journey. And I hope this continues on. I'm ready to rock this into the 2024 season and beyond. So again, this is my way of saying thank you and showing my appreciation for all you guys out there that have given me the support up to this point. All right, so let's get into the football side of things. It was just released yesterday that we brought back Isaiah Palomal for the 2024 season. He played last year. I think this is a huge pickup. I really like what Tom Telesco has been doing so far in free agency. He did say in one of his previous interviews that he really wants to bring players back. He really wants to prioritize guys that are already in the building. And this is what he's showing. Isaiah Palomal came from USC. He was an undrafted free agent. He worked his way onto our 53-man roster. And that just kind of shows me that, going from an undrafted free agent, you really worked your butt off. You worked off and you proved that you can make a 53-man roster. So you got that drive already instilled in you to really push yourself, to get yourself and accomplish your goals. And he did it. And one of the things is, he's a big safety. He's 6'4", 205 pounds. He's kind of one of those hybrid safeties, right? He can either play over the top or he can come up into the box. And that's really what he showed last year. He made a lot of plays uh, within the football season. A couple of the big plays that really stand out is, again, with him being kind of that hybrid type of safety against Miami, he had that pick against Miami playing over the top, and then towards the tail end of the season, he had that huge sack against Jared Stidham when he played the Broncos, last game of the season. I mean, he also made some good hits throughout the season, and he could fly sideline to sideline. And one of the things that you really need, especially given the fact that we let Tyler Hall go, which was, we let him walk. I believe he signed with the Eagles. You really need depth, right? We have two solid safeties, um, Trayvon Morg, Marcus Epps. I mean, we have two solid safeties, but what if one of them goes down? We do need that backup, and I think that's one of the things that we did address with this signing is having solid depth, solid competition sitting in that defensive back room. And so again, I really like this. He played in 16 games out of 17 last year. Um, one of the things that I really liked about him is he took advantage of every opportunity that he had. And that's one of the things that you really want out of whether it be undrafted free agents, whether it would be um, whether it's late draft picks. You want them to be able to show what they bring to the table, and when you give them that opportunity, you want to see that they take advantage of it, and that's what he has really done. And so let me know in the comments down below. Rate this pick 1 to 10, 1 being absolutely horrible, 10 being the best pick you could ever think of. Rate this pick down below in the comment section. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give this an 8. I'm going to give this an 8 because you got to remember Isaiah Palomalu's only been on this roster for 2 years. And so I think he's a really young, talented player that his best years are ahead of him. I think he has room to grow. I think he has potential. I think he's going to blossom here in the next 1 or 2 seasons. And having him on the Raiders to kind of see him develop, I hope we give him more opportunity next season. And if we do, I hope he continues to take advantage of those opportunities that are given to him. And so I give this an 8. Rate it down in the comment section down below. Now let's talk real quick about some draft prospects that are scheduled to visit the Raiders. One, we have Brendan Rice coming in, the USC um, wide receiver, obviously the son of the great Hall of Famer Jerry Rice. He's bringing in. Let me know what you guys think about him. Obviously, we don't have a big need for receivers, having Devontae Adams and Jacoby Myers. But at the end of the day, if you are one of those that want us to possibly jump up and trade up into that the top 3 pick, we might have to look at giving a player. You never know. Devontae Adams could be sitting on the table. Jacoby Myers could be sitting on the table. I think Jacoby Myers is probably one of the more realistic trade candidates if we want to jump up in the draft. And so it's not too far fetched to think one of those players might be um, on the minds or within the thought process of moving up. I definitely think Jacoby Myers would be one of those on Tom Telesco's mind. So Brendan Rice is coming in. Now, one of the interesting ones is Jordan Travis. Obviously, we need a third quarterback on this roster, and Jordan Travis is scheduled to come in. Obviously, he suffered a horrible leg injury, but in last year's college season, I think it was the second to last game of their college season. You got to remember, prior to that, I mean, going into last year's college season, he was talked about possibly being a Heisman candidate. He came off of a really good year. Um, Not last year, but the year prior to that. I mean, I watched him. One of my brothers is a Florida State fan, and so I watched Florida State. I really like Jordan Travis. He's mobile. He does a really good job of extending plays. Now, does the system that he plays in, does that completely translate over to the NFL? I'm not sure if it completely does, but I liked what I saw out of him. And if we could get him possibly in that, fifth or sixth round, I wouldn't be opposed to possibly pulling the trigger if he's still sitting there, knowing that he's not going to start right away. You still got to give him at least a season to rehab that injury, learn the NFL, but it could be an option. Let me know in the comments down below. What are your guys' thoughts of Brendan Rice? What are your guys' thoughts of Jordan Travis? Now, another interesting thing is Antonio Pierce really only attended that I saw. He attended 2 different combines, right? He attended the Alabama combine, which makes complete sense. You got 2 top corners in this draft, and corner is a need. You got J.C. Latham, which is one of my favorite offensive tackles. We obviously need to bring in a right tackle. I got Talisi Fuaga. He is my favorite tackle, and right behind him is J.C. Latham. So you got 2 top corners sitting at that Alabama pro day, and then you got J.C. Latham, but you also have the edge rusher Dallas Turner. Now, obviously, that's not a need, but you never know how that draft is going to fall. But you got some huge candidates sitting in that Alabama um, pro day. And so let me know in the comments down below, who do you want us to target first? Do you want us to target in the first round a corner if we stay at 13, or do you want us to target a potential right tackle? So let me know in the comments down below. Now, he also attended Miami's pro day, and there's not a lot of top draft picks coming out of Miami this year, but you do have 2 safeties. You got Cameron Kitchens and James Williams. One of the things on social media was going a little viral on the Raider stand on the Raider side was They saw Antonio Pierce talking one on one with James Williams, the safety. And so, obviously, again, safety is not a huge need, but they do have Leonard Taylor, which is a defensive tackle. He's projected like a fourth round. So, you never know. We might be just doing our homework, which is a good thing. But the one guy to look out for is Javion Cohen. Now, he wasn't necessarily on my radar as uh, a guard that I'd like the Raiders to pick up. But one of the things is that he's got a lot of playing experience. He played 12 plus games the last 3 seasons that he played in college. He is projected as a fifth or sixth rounder, so it's just a name. Again, just a name to look out for. So Javion Cohen, offensive guard for Miami. It's a need for us if we don't address it in free agency. It's a name to watch out for. Now, some of the news that we saw just a couple days ago was a free agent that came in, which was Tre'Davious White, the corner that previously was cut by the Bills. He came in. Let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts on him, because this is one of my things. Is as much as corner is a need, his injury history really scares me. I understand that just a few years ago, he was touted as one of the better corners. Now he's coming off of back-to-back season-ending injuries. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm just kind of sick and tired of bringing in injury-prone players. We've been doing it for so long. We've been drafting players that out of nowhere we find out that they have this major injury. Look at Tyree Wilson, right? We draft Tyree Wilson at number 7, and all of a sudden he's got this injury that we now know the Raiders didn't think they were going to get full production out of him for the entire first season, his entire season last year. So I'm kind of over these injury prone players. I think there's this corner position, this corner draft class coming into this year's draft, I think is deep. I think we could get a shutdown, lockdown corner even in the third round, possibly the fourth round. And so Tre'Davious White, I would pass on him. That's my opinion. Let me know in the comments down below. Two corners that are still sitting out there in the market: Stephon Gilmore and Xavier Howard. I think both those guys would be a good fit to come in. One thing to keep in mind is that we did designate Jimmy G as a post June 1 cut, which will give us 24 million in cap space. We might let the draft play out, and who knows, we might try to target one of those guys if they're still available after June 1. And so just keep that in mind. A couple of things that we need to target. We also need to target a right guard, whether it be in the draft or free agency. I'm going to give you my opinion. I've said this on a couple of the videos. I want us to possibly target a right guard in free agency. Two guys I'd love to take a look at is one, Lucas Patrick. He played with Luke Getsy's system last year. Now, I know the Bears offensive unit as a whole wasn't very good, but I think I did my homework. I watched the film. I stated in previous videos. Go back and take a look at them. The video that I specifically talked about him was when we hired on Luke Getsy. So you can go back and take a look at that video. But Lucas Patrick, I just think that he understands Luke Getsy's system. He played in Luke Getsy's system. He could be another coach on that offensive line unit in that offensive line room and really help the other linemen kind of catch up to speed. Plus, I think he was the best lineman in that starting five that played for the Chicago Bears last year. And so that's one guy I'd like us to take a look at. And then Greg Van Roten. He played our right guard last year. I think he did a solid job. He started out a little slow in the beginning, but he ended up being a pretty solid guard for us last year. I'd love for us to take a look at him because keep in mind, if we do target a right tackle in the draft, one of the things that you don't want to do is you don't want to start two rookies next to each other. That's the one thing I want us to avoid. So if we could bring in a veteran right tackle and draft a solid right tackle and have them side by side, let the guard help with the transition phase of that rookie right tackle entering into the NFL. So again, that's just one of the targets I'd like to go after. So guys, that's kind of it for today's video. I appreciate you sticking with me. Again, if you are a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. But if you want to be involved in that giveaway, in the comment section down below, type giveaway. Let me know who your favorite Raider player is of all time. And on Tuesday morning, I will reply to your comment if you are the winner of my giveaway. So I appreciate you guys. Look out for my next video. Now that the first big wave of free agency has passed, we kind of see where we're headed. I'm going to do my first live mock draft. I'll release that Monday morning, so look out for that. Again, I appreciate all my subscribers. I appreciate all you guys viewing and the support you guys have given me up to this point. This is one way I can just say thank you and show my appreciation. So I appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on the next video. I'm out.